Hi, Clive Wright here. Today we're going to take Music of the Plants Bamboo M, and we're going to take a MIDI feed out of here. So first things first, let's see what you need to do it and also how to do it. Thanks for watching. Okay, so we're working with a basic setup here to illustrate this MIDI capability. You're going to need this cable is a necessity. You will have to get it directly from Music of the Plants. I will put a link up and put a graphic of it. If you look, you will see on one end it's 5-pin MIDI round barrel connector, and then on the other end it's the MIDI USB. So you would need to get this first before you do anything. So assuming you have the cable, here we have a basic MIDI interface. There's a couple of ways you can go with this. This one will connect to your computer and or device, other device. This is a PreSonus one, the specific one. It's a simple, relatively cheap one. And in the back you will see it has the provision to input MIDI signal. So that will go in the MIDI input on your interface. And then you're going to connect to these two inputs an audio feed from your Bamboo M. I'm going to show you how to hook that up. It really is just a question of getting the right cables to work with whatever device you have. I'm also going to show you another way to go with the MIDI setup if you're not going to use audio or if you just want to do it a different way. So if you just want to record the MIDI information and you're not so bothered about recording the internal voice of the Bamboo, you can use this option. This has a MIDI in and a MIDI out. This will have to connect to your cable from Music of the Plants. I'll show you what you need. This is called an iConnect, which I'm not quite sure they even make these currently. They do, but the option I have actually enables you to connect it to an iPad or an iPhone, which is obviously pretty awesome because you can take it anywhere and record on a iOS device or a Android device. Again, Music of the Plants has their own option on this dedicated MIDI input device. They do sell a kit which includes the cable that I showed you and something which looks very much like this. It's not quite the same, and as far as I know it doesn't have the option of connecting to an iPad or an iPhone, which is unfortunate, but you can maybe figure out a different way to go about that by buying proprietary Apple cables. In fact, I do know people who are using other methods to get the MIDI into the device. Now if you go with one of these devices, these just dedicated MIDI devices, you will need something to connect this to this, and with the Music of the Plants kit you get the complete setup there. You get this. It's a barrel, MIDI barrel, connector barrel. So quite simply, you connect that to your Music of the Plants cable, and then you connect your MIDI cable from your device. Whether you have their kit or you have an iConnect MIDI or some other brand, that's the end goal, is to connect all these together, and then we can proceed to getting everything working from that point. Okay, so everything's hooked up. So we have a MIDI out, we have the output setting of our Bamboo set to MIDI out, and then we have it connected through to that interface through the cable, the USB cable, and then it's playing in the computer. The computer is playing a voice, it's receiving the MIDI. So you can see the MIDI notes coming in. The green indicates it's a MIDI channel, and you can see that we're getting the input into the computer, and I've got a plug-in synthesizer playing a voice. So right there we have an internal voice going as an alternative to the voices that actually come with the Bamboo. Now the next step would be to combine the voices from the Bamboo. I'll show you how to do that. Now to do that, we're going to need to connect an external audio cable. So when you connect the audio output from the Bamboo M with a 16-inch audio cable, you can then record the audio in the device. I mean, I have, in this interface, I have a split cord coming out there, so you can actually record both channels of the audio coming out of the Bamboo. And then at the same time, we have the MIDI going on. There you see it there. And the output mode is actually MIDI. Now it might be slightly different in the older devices. The software changed as they upgraded the Bamboo M. I've managed to get the audio and MIDI working with the older model. It's a little mystical sometimes, but you do have to activate the MIDI by turning MIDI on. So you're going to need to be able to navigate on the Bamboo. If you go down to settings, this is on the new software, by the way. The settings menu, enter, go down to output mode, and then change from audio speaker to MIDI. And then on the new device, you should get an audio output and a MIDI output, but you only get the audio output if you have the extension audio plugged in. Otherwise, I've noticed you don't actually get it coming through the speaker of the Bamboo. So remember that you do have to connect this to some kind of external audio device. If you don't want to actually record it, then maybe plug a cable in to a little Bluetooth speaker or something, and it also serves an indication that it's all working and that you're getting music coming out of the device. So here you have both the internal voice of the Bamboo and the internal voice triggered by the MIDI notes that are coming in from the Bamboo. They've been assigned to a software synthesizer, and we're hearing that in accompaniment of the actual Bamboo voices. There's other issues you're going to have to deal with. The tuning. I actually had the Bamboo set to 432 Hertz, and without changing the tuning on your internal synthesizer, they're going to be different. So there's a few ways to do that. Actually, I have another tutorial video which illustrates how to do it with this particular program. This particular program is Ableton Line, and I'm going to put a link at the end of this video so you can pick up the finer details of tuning your software synthesizers and assigning all sorts of other MIDI filters to the sounds, so you can actually have the bass parts playing separate from the high parts, and the possibilities are actually pretty endless. So that's pretty much it. This is just a simple video just telling you how to connect everything up. I mean, as you see here, everything is connected. We have the audio cable coming out, we have the MIDI cable coming out, and then of course we have our connection from the plant. The plant is over here, and it decided to give us a little break in order that I could communicate all this. And there you have it. So get productive. If you have any comments or questions, just write below. So thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to the channel for notifications of future videos, and support the channel on patreon.com. Looking forward to doing the next video. See you then. Thanks.